Have you ever imagined living alone on a remote island, hunting fish with a stick, and finally having no emails to reply to? No? Just me? Well, your brain might disagree. Because deep down, you crave danger, not because you're reckless, but because you're human. And today, we're diving headfirst into why your brain low-key wants to break rules, poke the fire, and maybe pet a tiger. Let's get right into it. Number 8. Romanticizing survival scenarios. You know the fantasy. Plane crash. Island. No Wi-Fi. Just you, the wild, and your sudden ability to make fire using wet sticks and willpower. This isn't just escapism. It's your brain craving clarity. Because modern life? It's an endless fog of half-finished to-do lists, meaningless notifications, and mysterious rashes. Survival fantasies strip all that away. Life becomes simple again. Eat or starve, build or freeze, fight or get eaten. Every decision matters. There's instant feedback, and your brain loves that. Psychologists call this a response to decision fatigue and modern overload. When you imagine surviving in the wild, you're not dreaming of danger, you're dreaming of purpose. Something primal, something with edges. Of course, in real life, you'd probably be eaten by a raccoon named Carl within 2 days. But your brain doesn't care. It just wants to feel competent, like maybe, just maybe, you'd be the leader of the post-apocalyptic squad. Basically, your inner caveman is sick of email and wants to go full Bear Grylls. Number 7. Scary movies, spicy food, and voluntary suffering. You sit in a dark room, waiting to be jump-scared by a demonic doll. You eat a pepper so hot it could legally be classified as a weapon. And you do this on purpose. Why? Because your brain is hacked to enjoy fake danger. Here's what happens. The body reacts to fear or pain with adrenaline, heart-pounding stress, and the general sense that you might explode. But once it realizes you're safe, cue the dopamine. You survived. Time to party. It's like riding a roller coaster. Your nervous system freaks out. Then your brain hugs you afterward with chemicals that feel awesome. The result? You want to do it again. Because fear, when it's safe, is weirdly fun. Even spicy food works this way. Capsaicin tricks your mouth into thinking it's in danger, so your body panics, then releases endorphins to help you cope, which your brain likes a lot. So yeah, your fight or flight system is basically your emotional roller coaster operator. It screams, then high-fives you for surviving your own dumb choices. Number 6. Why you secretly want rules to break. You know what's more tempting than chocolate cake? A sign that says, "Do not touch." Suddenly, your entire personality becomes about touching that thing. You weren't even interested before, but now? Now it's your life mission. That's not immaturity. That's reactance. Your brain's rebellious little defense mechanism that kicks in the second someone tries to control you. See, your brain is kind of a diva. It doesn't just want freedom, it needs to feel like it's in charge. So when a rule shows up out of nowhere, especially one that feels arbitrary, your brain immediately goes, "Oh, really? Watch this." It's the mental equivalent of flipping a table for dramatic effect. This is why you feel compelled to speed up when someone says slow down, or why you want to read the exact message someone tells you not to open. Even kids do this, and honestly, so do emotionally mature adults who eat ice cream at 2 a.m. because someone mentioned sugar is bad. The forbidden doesn't just attract us, it amplifies our curiosity. It adds mystery. It makes boring things exciting, dangerous things seductive, and rules feel like dares. And this isn't just personal. It's evolutionary. Back in the wild, autonomy meant survival. If you blindly obeyed every command from the wrong person, you died. So modern you still has that same coding. Except now, the tiger is a do not enter sign on a rusty gate behind a gas station. And somehow, that's even more irresistible. So no, you're not defiant. You're just biologically incapable of ignoring forbidden fruit. Especially if it comes with a lock, a warning label, or a button that clearly says, "Do not push." Honestly, putting that label on anything is just asking for it. Number 5. The lure of heights, the call of the void. You're standing on a high balcony, peaceful, quiet. Then suddenly, brain voice, "Jump." What? No. Why would you? Relax. That horrifying thought is surprisingly common, and it even has a chic French name. L'appel du vide. The call of the void. Leave it to the French to make even intrusive thoughts sound poetic. You're not suicidal. You're not broken. Your brain is just catastrophically overenthusiastic about preventing danger by imagining the worst-case scenario in vivid, IMAX-level detail. It goes something like this. You're near a ledge. That could be dangerous. Better simulate what would happen if you jumped, just to make sure you don't. Boom. Mental image. Cue existential horror. You're welcome. It's basically your brain running a bizarre PSA. Don't do this. Ever. Seriously. But it feels like an urge, which is what makes it so creepy. The irony? These thoughts often mean the exact opposite of what they seem. They're a sign your survival system is working overtime. So yeah, your brain wants to keep you safe by terrifying you into never going near a ledge again. It's like owning a smoke detector that randomly screams, "Fire," every time you light a candle. Number 4. Why we touch the hot stove anyway. You know it's hot. You saw someone else burn themselves. There's even a warning sign. And yet, some cursed little voice inside you whispers, "But what if it's not hot for me?" Welcome to curiosity-driven self-destruction, where your brain decides that first-hand pain is more trustworthy than second-hand wisdom. Classic human behavior. This is the same mental gremlin that leads kids to stick forks in outlets or adults to click obviously shady links that say, "Hot singles near you." The science? It comes down to how we're wired to learn, through experience. Your brain trusts data it gathers directly. Watching someone else fail isn't enough. You need to feel it, smell the regret, taste the burn. That's why we sometimes do dumb things, even knowing they're dumb. There's a weird satisfaction in confirming that yes, pain hurts. It's like your brain saying, now we know for sure. Good work, team. Even more ironic, after touching the metaphorical, or literal, stove, your brain rewards you with memory consolidation. You'll never forget that mistake. Not because it was smart, but because it was memorable. Basically, your brain wants to build a data library, and it's totally okay with throwing your hand into the fire to get it. Number 3. Craving the edge just to feel something. Sometimes you don't want danger. You just want anything at all, to break the emotional flatline. Modern life is safe, predictable, numb. So your brain, in its infinite creativity, starts craving intensity, drama, chaos, emotional turbulence. Even if it's unhealthy. Even if it comes with consequences. Even if it involves sending that one text you know you shouldn't. Psychologists call this emotional self-regulation via intensity seeking, a fancy way of saying bored brains do stupid things on purpose. It's why some people pick fights when they're numb, or drive too fast, or binge scary movies. Your brain is trying to wake itself up with anything that generates a response. Fear, pain, adrenaline, guilt. Doesn't matter. It just wants a pulse. In a world that's too safe, your nervous system gets restless. And when it can't find a bear to fight, it'll settle for life choices that feel spicy. Basically, when your brain's bored, it shakes the snow globe and sees what flies. Number 2. Your brain's weird crush on chaos. You ever find yourself hoping for just a little turbulence on a plane? Not crash level, obviously, just enough to feel something. Yeah, that's not you being morbid. That's your brain craving chaos like a bored intern looking for drama. Humans evolved in unpredictable environments, storms, predators, rival tribes. Our brains are built to respond to sudden threats. So when modern life becomes too smooth, your nervous system doesn't relax, it panics. Enter the chaos craving, a subconscious need for instability to feel alive. That's why people rubberneck at car accidents. It's why we're obsessed with disasters, arguments, or watching billionaires' rockets explode on live streams. It's not that we want harm, we just want raw stimuli. Something to jolt the system. Something that says, hey, you're still here. And the best part? Chaos gives your brain a little party of chemicals, adrenaline, cortisol, dopamine. It's like a biochemical cocktail of, I'm not bored anymore. So yeah, part of you wants something to go wrong. Not too wrong. Just wrong enough to make life interesting again. Your brain is like a cat knocking over a glass of water just to see what you'll do. Number 1. The fascination with serial killers and cults. You're wrapped in a blanket, eating snacks, watching a documentary about a guy who turned his basement into a murder museum. And you're not even flinching. This is the deep end of the danger craving pool. Fascination with real, extreme threats, serial killers, cult leaders, and the worst parts of humanity. But don't worry, you're not a psycho. You're just running threat analysis software in the comfort of your living room. Your brain wants to understand predators. It wants to study them, categorize them. So if you ever meet one, your inner alarm system will scream, run. Plus, watching others fall into danger while you're safe lights up the brain's learning centers. It's exposure therapy with popcorn. You're basically preparing for danger without ever leaving the couch. And weirdly, there's also a sense of control in watching terrible things happen to other people. You can pause. You can stop. You're in charge. Unlike real trauma, which is chaotic and messy, true crime stories give danger a plot and an ending. So yeah, it's dark, but it's also survival prep. Your brain is like, I watched 3 cult docs. I could totally spot a manipulative leader by now. Good luck with that, Professor. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.